Well, this is the all-American motherfucking way. It's the all-American way. I'm gonna take these $350 pair of True Religion jeans. I'm gonna toss them in the trash, okay? I'm gonna burn them up, cut them up, and put them in the trash first. They want me to be homeless, let me be home. Let me get rid of all this shit first. Since they want to force me to be homeless. It's just some of the stuff I had on the road. This is a leather jacket by Cachets. By Cachets. Leather jacket. I have some orange Tahari. If you guys know designer clothes, some orange Tahari shoes. And see, everybody want to design my motherfucking face for gaming, okay? Let's be homeless then. This here is a black swing jacket. You know how you see some of the let's see. I don't know why I zoomed in so much all of a sudden. Yeah, maybe it's something I did. Okay, there you go. And so, and it's just a black swing jacket. You may see like some of the first ladies wear them under their, on top of their suits when it's cold outside. Let's see if I can show it to you. And so it kind of swings out like a dress. I think I only wore this thing about 2-3 times. You live in Vegas, you don't have to wear it that much. But because I was on the road in St. Louis prior to coming here, I had this here. As you can see, it's a swing jacket, very tapered in the waist. It is a lady swing jacket. It has lots of buttons. Very small waistline, and then kind of flares out. If I can adjust this camera to stop going wide on me. And then it kind of flares out like a dress, as you can see here. So they're gonna alter the video soon. I'm sure they're gonna alter it. That's just what they keep doing. And so as you can see, a very thin waisted. These are the sleeves. Let's move the sleeves out the way. Very small waist. Some man want to be a drag queen, I guess. I don't know if this president, I don't know what y'all got going on these days. But people keep trying to tell me, to force me to be a man. Think like a man. Becoming Michelle Obama. Think like a man. Be Michelle. Is she a man or what? Why they keep saying that? Why they keep saying think like a man and be Michelle? Is Michelle a drag queen or what? Is this why my life run over some damn sex, over a sex life? Do a man want to be a drag queen? That seems to be the hottest thing in celebrities. Everybody getting rid of their wives and doing lookalike drag queens of their wives. That seems to be the end thing. But nevertheless, this is a swing coat, as you can see. Very small waisted and a tapered, but I don't know at this point. I guess I don't really know what else to do, since these people want to play kings and queens and drag queens around here. I don't know what else going on. They want to play that rulership, kingship stuff. So I don't really have no choice. Maybe I'm hoping that somebody will send for me so I can leave the country, because I don't want to be up under this type of Trinity or what do you call it? Trinity. This type of rulership. And I have a house that that's my entire life savings. I've been working, had my own business since in my early 20s. I saved that money that I had in my early 20s. I bought a house with that money. The house that I bought from working all the way up until my 20s, the house that I bought, and I sold that one to move to Las Vegas to purchase the home. So I couldn't have bought that house in Las Vegas until I sold the home that I had in Minnesota. So you see that house in Minnesota, that house in Las Vegas is the funds from the house in Minnesota. The house from Minnesota comes from my wealth in my 20s when I had the business. So you see, that is that's like my traveling worldly possessions. So technically, Again, when I bought that house in Minnesota at 4239 12th Avenue, I sold it to some Mexicans, and I moved after the divorce. I moved, relocated to Las Vegas, but I had to use the sale of that house to get into the house at 1450 Water Creek in Las Vegas. My children only know two homes. So this year is 21 years in the house for me. As you know, it's already paid off in 21 years. And in 10 years, or 10 or 11 so years in Minneapolis. So my kids only know those two homes, period. That's the only two houses we had. So I used my worldly possessions again to purchase the one in Las Vegas. And then I used the worldly possessions after the sale of the house to purchase the home in Las Vegas. And now because of these people's these little political bullies, they just gonna come and just take my stuff because they have a native that they are supporting, a native who may have did many of favors for these here political people, whether they're corrupt favors or whatever favors they hold in corporations in their name. These people's murdering for these politicians and judges and different things in Las Vegas. So, but because these peoples have some kind of a special bond with these here judges and politicians in Las Vegas, they just allowed them to just take the home. But now I'm looking back over my lifespan and I'm just collecting information, putting things in a chronological order of events that have happened to me. All the events in chronological orders and different things that were signed by different politicians, and knowing coding now and knowing how the game is being played. When I put all that together, it appears that they were going to take the house anyways. When I got there in 2001, all those who have access to me in Las Vegas, the politicians, this game was being played long before I moved to Las Vegas. And so these same politicians had access to me while I was in Minneapolis, although I'm just learning about the game, and it just gotten really, really widespread because Barack hired all of those digital coalitions, and the original digital coalition team came out of Las Vegas. So that's just none other than street people now all having access. And because of such, has been such a horrific waiting period, just trying to get the courts to go ahead and to, if they don't want to give me that house, just give me some funding and let me go buy a house. But you got on one end, they're taking their time. On another end, you got my daughter, this girl over here. I don't know if she's fearing for her life or what. She constantly want me out of the house. They won't give you no money. So it's like, where do you go? So that's why I said, since they want to play the okay, put her out game and put me on the streets, as I say, what's the difference in them forcing her to put me on the streets versus them just shooting me at point blank, versus them just giving me an electric chair or some other stuff? It's all the same. So you don't, in America, this is America, and you just, a person is without shelter in America, you just putting a person out on the streets in America. I heard China said that a house is a human rights. That is a basic human right necessity, is what they preach over in, what I heard them say over in China. And now I done paid into the house all these years, and you just gonna take it. Not to mention that I got the deed from the mortgage company. But again, because it's your fam, I got the deed and title to the house. I have possession of it. It's in Ford. They gave it to me. Aquin gave it to me. And so just because these people have political favors in Las Vegas, y'all just gonna allow them to take it. You know, it's one thing to be without housing, but it's another thing to keep harassing over here with this mind engineering with my daughter. It's one thing to be without a house, and I learned to move forward, and I don't necessarily care about that. I just need my own space. They can give me a $10 house or $2 house. That don't really matter to me. I just need my own space. So, because I can move on. I'm not a materialistic girl. The reason why I'm going to show y'all in a minute, I'm not a materialistic person. I like nice things, don't get me wrong, but it ain't worth it. It ain't worth all the trouble that they're putting me through. And so it's been entirely too long. Do y'all realize I've been trying to get help since about 2012, but I have realized that I was a target as early as 2008, 2009. I didn't start seeking help into 12, writing letters and different things like that. So do you realize it just started up some beauty shop stuff that escalated to all of this? And everybody is just so uh, act like this is normal because the judges, the police officers, everybody now want to play the game. They want access. I don't even mind y'all having access because I live a boring life. If y'all find this exciting, I think you guys are really stupid and ignorant. Really, I think you guys need a life. If you find my life exciting for you, I think you really need a life. And so, again, I'm just, I think I'm gonna clean this closet out. I'm just gonna get ready to leave because any day I can be put on the streets. You see, any day. So that burgundy bag is just full of all my hair curling irons and stuff. I'm prepared to work. I have everything that I need. My laptop, I'm gonna throw it away. My laptop, because I can't be homeless carrying all this stuff. I can't be homeless carrying that bag, carrying this bag, carrying that bag, all my work studies, and you ain't seen the half of it. It's so packed down here because I can't even really show you all this stuff until I start taking some stuff outside, crates and crates of books and all these here different things. So if I'm gonna be homeless, let me be homeless. But I surely can't carry all this stuff out and all these little mink coats and business suits and all these here designer clothes. Surely I can't walk the streets with that. So how about I get rid of them? Let's just prepare for gaming's journey. That gaming is just it's deprivation of life that is being allowed. It's not legal at all times. It is illegal, but it is being allowed because all those who took an oath to protect me against gaming decide they want to be criminals now. They decide they want to be the devils. They decide they want to do this, that, and the other. I'm tired of writing the courts. I got thousands of letters out and wrote them. I'm tired of begging this system for money. I'm tired of all that. I never had to depend on this system for absolutely anything. So maybe somebody somewhere will come and rescue me and give me a couple dollars or either give me that house back. I don't mind. You know what? The part that all may have access, that is just like so beneath me. That is like so 1%. That don't even bother me like a hair of a percent, for real, for real. That ain't the issue. You know, I've been a workaholic all my entire life. I like nice things. I like my serenity. I like being on my own. I've been very independent all my life. I don't ask nobody for nothing. And the fact that all of them have conspired against me, that don't bother me. That don't bother me at all. Trust me. I told you all the time, I never knew how to allow myself time. In other words, I never really had time for myself. I never had time for myself. So I'm with even with these conditions, there's some good to it too because I am learning to embrace myself. I am learning to spend time with myself. I love me some me. I love myself. And so I'm embracing the mother nature, the beautiful weather today. All of that is fine. Some of this stuff is all of that is fine. But it's just it's not your space. It's not my space. You took the truck, you took this all because you want a second Samaya in Las Vegas. Is that what this is about? I'm still trying to get to the bottom of it. So I be asking questions, every day. It's like a new twist and a turn. Is it because y'all want a second Samaya in Las Vegas? You got the two Las Vegas things going on. Is that what it is? You got the mayor involved. You got all these people involved in this little petty elementary stuff. This stuff is like so beneath me. But yeah, I feel like I am, in a sense, a giant over a bunch of idiot ants. And all these ants are trying to determine my faith. That's what I feel. I feel like I feel like something wrong with all y'all to even be involved in this stuff. Just for the whole world, all y'all want access to me for real? Okay, go ahead. At the end of the day, I don't want access to none of y'all because y'all not that important to me. Now, one of y'all are that important. I'm that type of person. I don't wish to eavesdrop. I'm that type of person. I don't care what you're thinking. I am that type of person that whatever y'all do is y'all business. I'm so wrapped up into me. I guess that's why I'm so much educated, so smart, so intelligent, so wrapped around me, so in love with me, because I don't have time to figure out you. I'm too busy loving up on me. And so maybe that's the reason. So that's why so many of y'all wish to be me. Maybe that's why so many of y'all are insecure. Maybe that's why so many of y'all have the issues that you have. I'm the only one that don't really have issues. My only issue is y'all trying to give me an issue, and then because I have learned to deal with that, if it wasn't for the fact of being kicked out of this here apartment or threatened daily up, so I I could make this work too. But they constantly just put it at like America, all that shit they talking, that Constitution, all that shit they talking, them laws is just a bunch of lies. I don't want to be a hero nowhere. I don't want to be a legend nowhere. Somebody is not to be a legend or a hero on no part of the planet. America cannot mention me or use my name if that's what they're doing. I want no parts of this shit. It's sad that I have to keep on repeating it, putting this shit out there on social media, but it's like if I don't, I feel as though I'm never gonna get any help. That's my only defense is the blog, since the judges have stopped their ears up. The post office just, I don't know whether they send the people the mail or don't send the people mail. I don't know what they're doing, but then that everybody's a part of it. You know, that peer and register, trap and trace, everybody's a part of it. They could be getting their mail and they could not be getting their mail. So I put it all out there on social media, which this can be shut down at any day too, because I'm borrowing somebody else's Wi-Fi. I never have been so I don't call it humiliated, but in a sense it is. You know, pride don't live here. So when I ask for, I'm actually thinking that when I ask for people for donation, that and they really should. You know, my case is for people, about the people, and about people worldwide. And yet I contacted the People's Court, no response. I reached out to the people, no response. I put on social media my address for the people, that if they wish to help me, then they can. Just drop me off donations or come by and give me donations. Put it on my Cash App. No response. So this whole case for the people is going to have to cease and be there and indefinitely. I am no longer here to protect the African people, the African American people, my family people, no other people. That case, I just want them all to cease and stay indefinitely. Because the people they evidently, all those having access, I think they're having more fun with the access than they are with the gun violence and the fact that guns are killing people. I think that they much rather suffer than to or they much rather suffer and or enjoy the suffering of others than to help. So with that being said, so with that case, I'm just like that down. I don't want to, you know, I understand I got this whole heart of mine that just want to save the world, help the world, take care of everybody, that old philanthropist spirit. I get it. I get it. And so at the same time, in a weird sense, I'm kind of like glad for the experience. It's lasting too long, but I'm really kind of glad for the experience in a weird kind of way. And I say that because Samaya, your girl, has a heart of gold. That Samaya would, when I was younger growing up, most of the family members, they would always say, Samaya, or they call me Peaches. Peaches, you can't save the world. You can't save the world. I didn't think I was trying, but because I was such a giving person, maybe that's why they kept saying, you can't keep helping everybody. You can't save the world, because I was a giving person. So for me to ask, put my Cash App out there and ask people for something, I guess I judge people according to the way I am. And most of us do that all of our lives. What we do is we judge people according to the stuff that's in us. So, in other words, if you've been a robber, a thief all your life, then you're gonna judge. You're not gonna trust nobody because you know how you are. You say, F that, because you feel like you're 2 steps ahead of that guy because you know what you would have did. So you're not gonna trust him because you know what you would have done in that situation. So the exact same applies to me. That I judge people according to the way I am, but sometimes judging people according to the way I am, sometimes it makes me come across as being maybe too loving or something, too loving, or maybe a pushover or something. I don't make no excuses for who I am and for that, because I love me, I love my heart, I love who I am, but I just never knew that people could be so cruel and so evil. And I helped so many people along the way. I guess I expected for some, at least some of the same people to help me along the way. And so, again, I never, ever been without a job in my life up until now. Never. I always made money in my entire life. So, I never really been out of money without my life. So, in that weird sense, and I always help people, I guess it's kind of good to see if you were down and out, who would help you and not an absolute one. So my daughter's been great. I'm grateful that she allowed me to stay here, but at the same time, it's like, And so, even just that, who would help you when you're down and out? It's okay, my brother give me $500, my sister give me $500. Okay, but I much would have rather had a place to stay. Because that's gone. Because as soon as I got it, I was put out on the street, so I had to use that up. So that's gone. So I much would have rather had a place to stay. And so again, I'm not all the way sad about the experience, because it taught me a long way. Sometimes experience can be our best teacher, and in this case, experience is my best teacher. So it also reminds me of that prophecy in 2006. I was prophesied to by a stranger, and she said, Samaya, she says, you're not in this world by yourself. She said, God, these people are just not leaving your life. She says, God is removing all of them from your life. She says, God wants to show you people. So God wants to bless you. So I see you standing on stage talking to thousands of people, a lot of lights up under you. So God wants to bless you, but he have to show you people first, because you'll give a person the shirt off your back. And God don't want you to bless these people. God don't want you to bless people. God wants to show you them, their hearts towards you. If it was on the other foot, then this is what they were doing. This is exactly what's happening. So again, that's why I say all is not bad. I know it's a lesson in here for me to learn. Oops. I hope I was still recording, but I know there is a lesson in here for me to learn. I hope I was recording. I made a mistake, because when you're about to run out of power, and it kind of tells you you're about to run out of power, where that sign came on. I'm just talking away, so I looked down. Thank God I did. I clicked the OK button, but I hope I didn't miss anything there. Otherwise, I have to start over at another point at another time. But nevertheless, this is my experience, and I understand this is my experience. As with all of our trials and tribulations, we should walk away with something. We should get something out of it. And I'm very optimistic, and I'm trying my best. But it's been going on from 12 to 12. This is entirely too long. America, 12 to putting people out on the streets purposely. America, what you gonna blame it on? I don't have no addictions. I don't have no. What you gonna blame it on? I love doing hair. What are you gonna blame it on? I'm very, very gifted in my hair. I still got whole life insurance out there. Y'all blocking me. My husband left me a whole life insurance. My husband left me his insurance policy. Y'all blocking me. My husband left me his properties. Y'all blocking it. I got income taxes out there. You're blocking it. I have my own retirement saved up in my house. You're blocking it. So what are you gonna blame it on when you kick me out of the streets for me to die like a dying dog, to fry in the streets like a dying dog? What are y'all gonna blame that on? Who you gonna blame it on? What you gonna say? She was what? Because I'm solid as a brick, as mentally, you can't mess with that one. That You can do this to me for 100 years. You can't mess with it because I don't mind the coalition stuff. It doesn't bother me at all. I don't watch television enough for it to bother me. I do not. I watch TV probably within a year's time, maybe about 10% in a year's time. I don't watch television enough to bother me, so I don't know what's out there, what you're doing. So it does not bother me. So it's impossible for your coalition stuff to work. Only reason why I'm on social media is because I'm trying to put facts and proof out there, but it appears that the fake somebody is stealing the facts and the proofs, and by the entire judicial branch being a part of, maybe they allowed her to use all my facts and proofs. So it's impossible for their little mental plot to help when don't nothing bother me. Absolutely nothing bother. If the kids want to go on and help these people, and the kids want access to this here technology, if they want to be a part of it, let them have that. I don't care. I'm okay with that. Let them have it. They want to go and live a different kind of life. Let them live a different kind of life without their mom if that's what they want to do. I'm okay with that. So it's impossible for it to buy. All it is just a constant nagging, a constant nuisance, a constant harassment, a constant deprivation. Come on, y'all, let it go. I don't mind that African team came on. Their slogan is that alienation and isolation. Well, alienate me, sweetie, isolate me. I'm okay. Just do it in my own space, would you? I'm okay. I never had time for myself. I worked 18, 20, 24 hours a day. I never had time for myself. I'm loving on me right now. I love the alienation and isolation. So that team that these people in Las Vegas came in on with that, so you can just keep going with that. Y'all lost from the day you started. And so now gaming is just, I ain't gonna call it legalized, but it is crimes that the judges are and everybody in America appears to be taking part of. Nobody seems to care about it. So I just feel sorry for the next person who try to goes to the law, and you guys making it terribly hard for yourself because anybody can be the next choice, and ain't nothing y'all can do about it. So today I think I'm gonna go ahead and, at least if nothing else, just get rid of some of the less expensive stuff that I'm not wearing, stuff that I don't need. Just kind of get rid of some stuff. Everybody listens. Everybody got access to all the street peoples in Las Vegas, to all my family, to my daughters, they are all part of the coalition. They think I don't know, but I do. And that they all are part of the coalition. But they all messed up with that mental health scheme and plot. It would take them years for that. Now, if you force me to just live on the streets, that doesn't mean that you're mental challenged. All that means is that I'm poor, okay? All that means is you took all my shit and now I'm poor. And you won't allow nobody to help me. So I done called about 100 people, and I'm surprised at some of these people's thoughts or actions. Is it their actions or is it just the calls being rerouted? Because anybody can text you, but still, when I call, like my aunties and uncles, ain't nobody can help you. You can't come here and stay. They don't just blatantly say you can't. They just make 100 excuses why why you're on the phone. And I got family that's here in Houston too. I'm kind of like surprised, like for real, y'all. But I know one is a journalist, so you've been a part of gaming for 35 years. You had no choice because that's your profession. But it ain't really making sense because I'm a journalist in a sense myself. I have radio shows, television shows, all kinds of stuff too. I'm the only one that don't have access to me. But nevertheless, I started this here old video to do just a minute ago, just to say, I kind of got like fed up because I'm just blogging away, and I continue to be me. I'm trying not to lose sight of who I am, so I still give you facts. I give you, okay, y'all, I need some customers, and then I give you motivation. So I'm still being me, but I'm putting all of it out there in a combination form. So again, I'm giving you facts and proofs. I'm giving you motivation and inspiration, because sometimes, when you motivate and inspiring, do sometimes you can be witnessing to yourself. So sometimes it's good to hear that, because you also are, you're the teacher for yourself. And so again, I give you I'm promoting hair services. I put that out there. I put facts out there. And then also, I am giving you motivation. I just recently started doing that motivation with the Granny Care. It's the little old lady, little grand lady, old lady on that picture that I've been blogging about recently. So I'm giving you a full, just an array of a lot of different sides of me. But just sitting here all day doing that, you can get bored with that also. I should be out dancing. I should be out driving around. I should be out, shopping. I should be in my own space swimming or doing something. But I'm just sitting. I live outside. I live right out here on this balcony. And nobody seems to care. Not one family member of mine seems to care. And they all got access to me. And not one of them seem to care. Not one. So I'm trying to figure out what is going on here in America. So by me being a global target, everybody's listening worldwide. So I'm asking, okay, to the global world, hello, can somebody come in? Is anybody going to? Is everybody? The science book says that when the human beings get infected, because they seem to think that we are, this is from the Introducing Genetics by Stephen Jones and Bowen Van Loon. Now, he seemed to think that when human beings become infected, because we all were born with these little installations, believe it or not, he seemed to think that when we get infected, that everybody was going to be acting just as you all are, just as y'all are acting. He said you guys was going to do it. And at the end of the book, it says at the end of the day, somebody is going to have to make a moral decision. Now that's huge. It says somebody's going to have to make a moral, moral decision. Did you hear that? Because that again is huge. That's saying a lot. That's saying that all that are in authority, all that, or everybody who has access, y'all are immoral, because it says y'all have to make a moral decision. So all your other decisions, are they immoral? One of you, whether you like it or not, one of y'all, whether you like it or not, you're gonna have to make a moral decision. Or are y'all that bad off? Is what is happening? So to me, I'm kind of glad that whatever y'all have, I don't have. I'm glad. I don't want your access. I don't want to spy in on nobody. I don't want your new weapons you call guns that you use it for mine engineering. I don't want absolutely any of that. I am okay. Trust me in that area. And so if I should happen to get out of here and die, I shall leave with a pure slate, a clean conscience, and a pure heart. So y'all can go on with all that. So now I'm just asking this here country, if y'all love my house so bad, I'm just asking this country to give me some money so I can buy my own house. I don't want your assistance. I don't want your handouts. I don't want nothing. I just want what's mine, because I've been living independent on my own. I don't want to fill out your application. I don't want to do nothing. I can fill out 100 of them. You ain't calling me anyway, so I don't want to do that anymore. All I want is y'all to give me my home back that's fully paid. Let me go over there. If I'm going to rot to death, let me go in there and sit in my home and rot to death. Maybe I can hang some wallpaper or do something to keep myself busy. This world, something is terribly wrong with all y'all, for real. And those who have, all y'all are those who have access to coalition. Because the coalition could be a few people, but the coalition can do enough damage to make you think that it is a whole bunch of people. And the family is the first hand pick for the coalition. So they all have a specific duty to do, and they all are to make you feel as though you are not, you are this, you are that. But documentation beats conversation. So that's why I put so much proof out there online, on social media. Now again, I'm waiting on some of the judges. Anybody, just give me a couple of dollars. I want out of this apartment just as quickly and as fast as this girl want me out of here. I want out of here like extreme, like ASAP. With all that being said, I pray that all having a wonderful and a blessed day. I'm going to get out of here. Again, you see how fast and how dark it and gotten out here since the last 30 minutes we've been talking. You probably can't even see the clothes no more. That's how fast it did. Just got dark just within that second. And so, nevertheless, I'm going to go ahead and end this one, but I wanted to share with you some of the nice things that I have. But again, I started running off at the mouth, so I didn't get a chance to show you too much more of it. I plan on going here and showing you more of the nice things that I have to show you that I'm a noble class. I'm high class. I'm noble class. And for y'all all interested in gaming and just gonna just like take me off my throne and just drop me for real because why I'm an independent for real, something is terribly wrong because I'm an individual. Something is terribly wrong with this here picture. I'm just not no anybody to be messed with. I'm not just no somebody just gonna go and put me out on the streets for what? I never lived poor a day in my life. I never even lived in poor neighborhoods, let alone being poor. I never lived in a poor neighborhood, so I just thought I'd show you some of the nicest things that I have. And some things I already got rid of, but slowly but surely, I'm just trying to clear this storage unit out because I don't know when I may have to take up and leave again. Anyways, you guys take care, have a good day, and I'll talk to you soon.